One of the fastest ways to destroy your peace is comparison. And we live in a generation where comparison has become normal. People compare their success, their relationships, their finances, their appearance, even their spiritual growth. You scroll through social media and suddenly feel like everybody else is ahead of you. Everybody else seems successful. Everybody else seems happy. Everybody else seems blessed. And before you realize it, comparison slowly turns into discouragement. You begin asking questions like, why is my life not moving like theirs? Why am I still struggling? Why does it seem like everyone else is progressing except me? But don't you know comparison is one of the enemy's greatest distractions? Because when you constantly focus on someone else's journey, you stop appreciating what God is doing in your own life. Let's talk about a moment in the Bible involving Peter. After Jesus rose from the dead, he began speaking to Peter about Peter's future and the kind of life he would live. But instead of fully focusing on what Jesus was saying, Peter looked at another disciple, John, and asked, "Lord, what about him?" And Jesus responded in a powerful way. He basically told Peter, "What is that to you? You follow me." In other words, stop worrying about someone else's assignment and focus on yours. And that is a word many believers need today. Because comparison creates frustration when you were supposed to be walking in purpose. The truth is this: God never called you to become somebody else. He created you with a unique purpose, unique journey, and unique timing. Think about David for a moment. Before David became king, he was just a shepherd boy taking care of sheep, while his brothers looked more qualified and impressive outwardly. In fact, when the prophet Samuel came looking for the next king, David was not even invited into the room at first. Why? Because people judged by appearance. But God told Samuel something powerful. Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. And this is important, because people may overlook you, underestimate you, or ignore you. But God sees differently. David's journey did not look impressive in the beginning. While others may have appeared more successful outwardly, God was preparing David privately. And many believers struggle because they compare their private season to someone else's public season. You see somebody enjoying success, but you did not see the years of preparation, struggle, prayer, and growth behind it. The danger of comparison is that it makes you forget what God has already done in your own life. Instead of gratitude, comparison produces envy. Instead of peace, it produces insecurity. And insecurity can make people abandon God's plan for their lives while chasing somebody else's path. But listen carefully. What God has for you does not require you to compete with another person. Your blessing is not dependent on someone else failing. God is able to bless others without forgetting you. Ecclesiastes says there is a time for everything. That means timing matters. Some people bloom early, others bloom later. But later does not mean lesser. Joseph's journey looked delayed for years. While others lived freely, Joseph was in slavery and prison. But when God's timing arrived, everything changed suddenly. And somebody listening to this needs to understand, delay is not denial. Just because your journey looks slower does not mean God is absent. Sometimes God works differently in different people's lives because their assignments are different. A tree and a flower do not grow at the same speed, yet both fulfill their purpose beautifully. So stop measuring your life by somebody else's timeline. Instead of comparing yourself constantly, start asking, "Lord, what are you doing in my life right now?" Because peace comes when you trust God's timing. And maturity comes when you stop needing your journey to look like everyone else's. The Bible says in Galatians 6:4, each one should test their own actions without comparing themselves to someone else. That means your focus should not be competition. Your focus should be obedience to God. At the end of your life, God will not ask if you became someone else. He will ask if you became who He created you to be. So stop doubting yourself because someone else seems ahead. Stop feeling behind because life looks different for you. God's plan for your life is still unfolding, and if you stay faithful, your season will come too. If this message encouraged you today, comment, "God's timing is perfect." Like this video and share it with someone who needs encouragement. Subscribe for more Christian motivation and Bible teachings. And download our free devotional ebook, Daily Growth with God. Link in the description below. Shalom.